Fascinating skill, isn't it? You know, when I was a child, I remember seeing my eldest brother juggle for the first time. I was mesmerized, and when I tried it for myself, it was one of those things that I just thought you had to have an innate ability to do. It was like a sixth sense or something. Well, it turns out that's actually much closer to the truth than I had realized. Hello everyone, once again I am your host, Roman Ross, and today we are going to be unlocking our sixth sense on this episode of 300 Seconds of Science. Now, when I say sixth sense, you probably think one of two things. Either the Bruce Willis movie of the same name where, spoiler alert, he was dead the whole time, or perhaps what comes to mind is the other 5 basic senses of the body that we learned in grade school. We got our hearing, sight, smell, taste, and touch, all of which help us make sense of the world. We have more senses than this, of course, many of them involuntary, such as your sense of hunger or your sense of pain, for example. Then there are senses that we don't have that are found in the animal kingdom, such as magnetoreception, used by bats and birds, among other life forms, allowing them to sense the Earth's magnetic field to navigate. There's also electroreception, which is used by sharks to detect magnetic fields emitted by prey in their environments, as their eyesight is, well, it isn't 20/20, I'll tell you that much. Well, that's cool and all, but what about us? How does any of this help us with juggling? Well, what makes skills like juggling possible is our sense of proprioception. Proprioception, according to sevensenses.org, refers to the sense of the relative position of neighboring body parts and the strength of effort being employed in movement. It provides the brain with information about the position and movement of the body and helps in performing actions such as reaching, grasping, and walking. But it also includes more complex movements, such as clapping with our hands together with our eyes closed, writing with a pencil and applying the correct pressure, and finger games for motor skills like shoot the rabbit. This sense is primarily driven by nerve signals from specialized sensory receptors located in muscles, tendons, and joints. As for juggling, proprioception plays a crucial role as, once again, it provides the information about the position and movement of the body, which is essentially to accurately throw and to catch the tennis balls. This sense enables the juggler to coordinate their movements, adjust their grip and position their hands to catch the balls even when they are not directly looking at their hands. But that's not all. And if you subscribe now, I'll throw in a seventh sense for free. That's 7 senses for the price of 1 like and 1 subscribe. Not a bad deal. But you know what? I'll tell you anyway because I'm a nice guy. The vestibular sense is the sense that provides information about balance and position of the head in relation to gravity. It is located in your inner ear and is responsible for detecting changes in head position and movements, such as tilting, turning, acceleration, or even when inverted. This information is then used by the brain to coordinate movements and maintain balance. As you can imagine, this plays an important role in juggling for these very reasons, as it assists in maintaining stability while juggling. This sense helps the jugglers to keep their head and body in the proper position to perform the juggling pattern and to make rapid adjustments if necessary. Together, good proprioception and vestibular function provide the brain with a clear understanding of the body's position and movement in space, making it easier to learn and perform new skills. For example, athletes who have good proprioception and vestibular function often have improved reaction times, better control and precision, and increased stability, which can contribute to an improved performance in their sport. For those familiar with the law, for one reason or another, sobriety tests like walk the line, finger to nose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, these are all the tests for impairments of proprioception and vestibular senses when under the influence. The act of arranging input from all these senses that are actively working at any given time is known as sensory processing. Basically, in order to act in any meaningful and consistent manner, the brain must be able to accept, organize, and respond to sensory data, lest we wander astray. The brain process known as sensory integration allows a person to efficiently use their body within their environment by organizing the sensations coming from both their own body and their surroundings. Now, that's a lot to take in. The bottom line is, practicing skills that exercise our senses are very good for our brain. In fact, There are several studies that have shown that people who learn to juggle increase the size of white and gray matter in their brain compared to those who never learned a complex skill like juggling. This growth is possible because of neuroplasticity, which is our brain's ability to restructure itself after training and practice. So despite popular belief, your brain still can develop past the ages of 25 through 29 if you put in the effort. But we will have to dive deeper into this process in a future episode of 300 Seconds of Science. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel for updates, and like this episode if you found it interesting. I've been your host, Roman Ross, and I'll catch you later.
This program was produced by ZTV at the University of Akron. Do you want to gain experience in video production, professional social media, or working with real clients? Visit the UA School of Communications online or follow us on social media to learn more. ZTV, make media, make a difference.